Hi, I'm Katie Metz, and the following presentation is my internship proposal, Integrating Music Technology into the Classroom. As a teacher, I have seen many different scenarios where music technology is applied to the classroom. I have been to high-need schools that had a full piano lab in their high school that holds 13 students plus a teacher workstation, and I have seen schools in moderate to high-income areas that do not have a projector in the room for their students, let alone any technological access for their music students other than the school library. As technology becomes the future in teaching, many teachers are left to find ways to incorporate technology without the proper classroom tools due to constrict budgets. This internship will be with an audio and visual production team that will provide knowledge, experience, and skills with professional-grade audio and visual equipment. This information will be transferred into lesson plan frameworks. These bare-bone lesson plans will set an objective for the student and give them a creative process to work through. Each lesson plan will be equipped with 3 different implementation strategies based off the level of technology available at that school. Tips and how-tos will also be provided to teachers that may know how to use the technology at the school but don't have much experience in audio or visual technologies. The teachers will have creative license to teach the materials in a way that works for their teaching style and technology constraints. The purpose of this internship is to gain knowledge about professional audio and visual production in order to recreate similar experiences in music classes. The goal of the project is to bridge the gap between lacking budgets in schools or technological knowledge and music technology implementation in the classroom. The intention of this internship is to explore the complexities of audio and visual technologies and the professional equipment used in the fields of music technology for sound studios and live performances, and to bring these technological problems and experiences into schools to educate and involve youth in technology and creative problem solving with real-life relations. There are many products like GarageBand and iMovie that are available to students without buying additional software, as long as the computers are Mac computers, that allow students to work with manipulating audio and visual data and work to create their own works utilizing loops or keyboard inputs. Companies such as Soundtree, Sweetwater, and Make Music all provide a variety of services and products that, with an appropriate budget, can be built into a curriculum and used in computer labs to allow even more opportunities for students to expand their creativity and music knowledge and tools. The lesson plans developed for the project will be structured on the idea of Bloom's revised taxonomy and Gardner's theory of multiple intelligences. Each lesson plan will have a building block structure to make sure that students have the core foundations that they need to understand the equipment they are working with and what it does, but the majority of the work that the students do will be focused on the upper-level thinking skills in Bloom's taxonomy: analyzing, evaluating, and creating. While most lesson plans will focus on Gardner's musical intelligence, lesson plans will be structured to include visual spatial, verbal linguistic, logical mathematical, interpersonal, intrapersonal, and bodily kinesthetic. Here is an example of a lesson plan utilizing Gardner's musical, verbal linguistic, interpersonal, and intrapersonal intelligences, and focusing on Bloom's revised taxonomy tiers, analyzing and evaluating. In this lesson, students will be asked to play producer for a day. Their objective is to take an unfinished piece of music, evaluate and critique it, and offer musical suggestions that would make the song a hit. This lesson requires prior musical knowledge of genres, as well as the fundamentals of tempo, pitch, rhythm, melody, harmony, instruments, dynamics, and song structure. This lesson could also be used to create a comprehensive end-of-year project that utilizes much of the information students learn during the year. For a low-budget school with minimal technology, the teacher would be able to play a raw or unfinished song off the internet using sites or a sound system. For a low-technology school, this could be done as a class or a small group, depending on the teacher preference. For a school with higher levels of available technology, however, this lesson could be turned into a class project. Day 1 would involve an introduction to what a producer does, how they evaluate a song, like the song's potential, and listening examples with the suggestions you could offer to make the song better, much like the teacher of the low-technology school would. However, with access to a computer lab and looping software like GarageBand, the high-technology school would be able to take 2 or 3 days to extend this lesson plan past analyzing and evaluating levels of Bloom's revised taxonomy to creating by challenging students to write their own short piece, analyzing it as a class, small group, or in pairs, and making the proper edits and revisions and creating a hit. Other than obtaining the appropriate approvals and completing the final paperwork for the internship, this project will have three main phases. The first phase will involve the internship and exploring the capabilities of audio and visual software and the various programs for recording and mixing audio and editing visual images. The second phase will involve building the base statistics and data that will be the foundation for building the lesson plans. I will interview a group of music teachers from different schools spanning a wide socioeconomic range to identify three clear platforms of technological availability in schools. From this group, one teacher out of each level will be selected to work as a test group for that level. The third and final phase will involve the compilation of knowledge of the various programs gained from the internship and the knowledge of available technologies gained from working with the teachers into usable lesson plans for teachers, regardless of their classroom technology. This will involve comparing professional level systems with similar programs available in schools and creatively applying the processes used during audio and visual development to projects that will allow students to recreate a similar process. In order for these lesson plans to work, the main requirement for schools to have is a stable internet connection and at least one teacher computer and some kind of sound system. However, the lesson plans will also be able to be developed on programs such as Finale, Sibelius, GarageBand, and iMovie for programs in schools with computer labs. For the ease of the teachers, the lesson plans will be developed in Microsoft Office and feature smartboard applications. The evaluation of this project will be done in two parts. The three selected teachers will be evaluating the effectiveness of the lesson plans, and a self-evaluation will also be created to evaluate the effectiveness of the project.